Greeting HMC friends, it's so good to be with you again. And thank goodness that this week began with one or two cooler days after the terrible heat that we experienced over the weekend. But we're very blessed on top of the hill that at least our evenings and early mornings are a lot cooler than down in the city. And of course, this week, there has been a saint that has been remembered. Of course, St. Valentine. It was so beautiful to read some of the lovely messages on Valentine's Day, when we began to see love in different ways, and not just in partnerships that we share with others, but as a community, as we remember how God so loved us. Read some beautiful ones that spoke of friendship and what that means, and that love that we share with one another. And so I pick up with some of the words that Jesus could easily have repeated on Valentine's Day as we go to John chapter 15. And we pick up from verse 9. As God has loved me, so I have loved you. Now remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you remain in my love, just as I have obeyed God's commands and remain in that love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that one lays down their life for their friend. You are my friends if you do what I command. And we thank God for this piece of scripture today. And yes, while recording this devotion today, I give thanks for my neighbour and their beautiful pink tipicino tree that makes my garden look even better, even though it's across the wall and not really in my garden. Love is one of those things that we know is so deeply characteristic of what is part of our Christian faith. And yet we know that so often it is something that is not practiced. It's sometimes difficult to love my neighbor when their dog, which you can probably hear barking in the background, has barked the entire night. Suddenly that relationship is tested a little. But it's interesting that this piece of scripture teaches us a hidden gem. We are not called to love our neighbor because of what they do or they don't do, or what we like or what we don't like. For Jesus gives us a very special hidden clue. As God has loved me, so have I loved you. That our loving of our neighbor is not just our natural response, as St. Valentine would suggest that we would, in offering some chocolates because this person is special to me. It is because God has loved me. That if in all my own imperfections, in all my annoying habits, in all those things that make me difficult to others, God loved me. And therefore, out of that love, and in reciprocation of that, is the reason that we love others. Now that just makes it so much different. So in actual fact, yes, this neighbor on that side with its beautiful pink tipashina tree, I would so want to love. And the one with the dog that is continuing, I'd love to have a word with too. Those are not the reasons why I would love them. I would love them because God loved me in my imperfection. Therefore, I demonstrate to others the love that God has for me. And so, friends, there's some that are easy to love. There are some that are difficult. But we love because God first loved us. And so God bless, and may you have a wonderful day.